Hello everyone, welcome back to my channel. It's Karen. I hope you've all had a fantastic week. I have my little flexi fingers out this week because I'm going to be doing 3 very quick, very simple and easy to do individual styles. So this video is a good one for beginners because it's an easy to customize foils so that you can make them look a little less faux and a little more freehand or detailed. And the 3 foils that I'm going to be using this week are Rosie, Efile and Delphine, all available from Nail Sugar and are linked down below. So although the foils are absolutely lovely by themselves, just adding that few little extra touches just can kind of like really zhuzh them up a bit and make them just look even more eye-catching. So I love foils because although not all of us have the time or skills accrued to paint freehand, it does take practice and stuff like that there, obviously, and time and things. So, I mean, foils are a great starting point, especially for beginners. And this is just 3 easy peasy ways to make them just that little bit more special and is easy to do for beginners. So keep watching. Let's jump into the designs. Okay, so I'm starting off with these 3 colours. This is Pink Grapefruit, Evening Walk and Lemongrass, all by Neweer, all super pretty for spring. And I'm going to put 2 coats, obviously the first coat on, and then I'm going to give it a cure, and then I will put on a second coat as well too, and pop it back into the lamp. So like I do apply all my gel polishes. Obviously I kind of start off just sort of I suppose about half a centimetre from the cuticle and then kind of like push up with the remaining colour on my brush so as sort of not to flood the cuticle. You can also go in with a detailer brush as well too and sort of tidy up around there, so that's another good wee tip as well. And so once I'm happy enough with that application, they will go in for a cure and then we will move on to the next step. Okay, so moving on to the next step, and this is the foil transfer gel from Neweer. I absolutely love this one. Again, just a very, very light coat. This is a great gel polish because you just sort of paint it on where you want it. I want to do full coverage, so it's going to go on the entire nail plate. But again, you just got to be careful not to flood the cuticle and keep a little dotting tool at hand for anything like that there. And I would highly recommend the transfer gel polishes over the glues. So much easier. You just pop them into the lamp to cure and then you know it's ready to go. So once we've applied that, it'll go into the lamp and then on we go with our foils. I kind of faff around a wee bit, just sort of trying to get the right placement, just a wee bit faffy here, but once I'm happy with it, I just gently lower it down onto the nail and then going down the center of the nail, as you can see here, I'm just going to press that down. I always do that when applying foils because obviously you've got a natural curve to the nail, so I just kind of find that this works best. And then getting a little cotton pad, I'm just going to start squeezing sort of the air out, and I always work from the center to the edges, so always work from the center out basically. And once I kind of feel I have that pressed and down and I'm happy enough that it's actually well adhered, then all I have to do is very gently peel it off, and there is our full coverage design. Lastly then, I'm just going to go in with the matte top coat before we do our design on it, and I'll just go in with a cure so that we have a nice matte surface. And then getting my Nutmeg brush, I am going in with some gel paint. You can use gel polish, whatever you want. And all we're going to do now is just kind of go round the rose and just sort of highlight those petals. And all you do is literally follow the little lines and the outlines that you have there already on the flowers. It is that simple. And all this does is just give your nail foil a really kind of almost almost kind of freehand look whenever it's top coated and finished. It's so simple, and it kind of gets you used as well too with detailing with a brush, especially if you haven't really sort of done much freehand art. This is just a really good way to get going and kind of dip your toe in to just sort of add little bits of accents. So once you're happy with that, then pop it in for a cure. Okay, and just now onto the top coat, and as you can see, once that's on, it just brings everything together. The colours just pop that little bit more, and yeah, it just makes it look so, almost just sort of so faux freehand. I absolutely love it. It's such a simple and easy design to do, so that's number one. Okay, so on to our second design. I'm going to be using some of this gel polish. This is Sugar Queen, very apt name for myself. And I love this gel polish. It's almost like little metallic flakes. It's very difficult to sort of describe, but anyway, obviously this here nail has already had the transfer, the foil transfer gel cured onto it. So I've just once again lay down the foil where I want that design to be, and now I am just kind of rubbing any sort of like little creases out of that foil, and just very gently peeling it off. Again, if you're not sure, just keep on rubbing until you feel that it is kind of all completely adhered. So once we have that matte top coated, again, this is just a really simple, easy addition to any foils, and that is adding a tiny little bit of sparkle, and it really is so eye-catching. And something like this here, especially whenever you use either a really fine glitter like prism powder, or something such as this here, Sugar Queen. This here, literally, whenever you cure this and then top coat it, the light will just bounce off this, and it just makes it so much more interesting and eye-catching. And especially using the cooler tones and sort of, you know, the silvers, and it's just really pretty. So yeah, so if you have some cool toned nails and you want to just kind of like zhuzh them up a wee bit, again, just add some sparkle, and all you have to do is basically detail the edge. It can be with gel polish, it can be with some glitter, but it just adds a pop of sparkle and just makes it again look that little bit more kind of customized. So this is another very simple way to just kind of add a little bit of something extra to your foil designs. And I'm even sort of like hand painting on just some extra little bits of kind of like silvery leaves here. So don't forget, you can still add to your foils if you want to add some leaves or greenery, or just little twinkly bits, and it just makes all the difference. So once I'm happy, that'll go in for a cure. Okay, now it's top coating time, and I think that this has to be probably my favourite nail of these three designs, and it is the simplest, but it is so pretty when that's top coated and the light catches those sparkles. It is absolutely beautiful. This is a really nice design for maybe say a client that's not into glitter but wants a little bit of sparkle, or you're trying to entice in. So just go in for a cure, and that's that done. Okay, so now on to the third design, which is all about layering. Really simple and easy to do. So again, the transfer gel has already been cured onto this here, and I've just literally set the foil down, positioned it, and now I am just making sure that all the little creases are out. Don't forget to go down the center first, and then push out around the edges. So once you're happy with that, then you can just peel that off, and that's our design. So I'm just going to go in and matte top coat that, because it's going to make it easier for this next step, which is again using some of that transfer gel, popping it onto a palette, and with a detailer brush we're just going to go over all of that greenery, because we're going to kind of highlight it, cover it, whatever you want to say, but we're going to go over it with another beautiful kind of lime green or sort of spring lime green foil, so just to kind of like really make it pop. And so once I have that cured, again, I'm just taking my foil, and this time I'm just kind of pressing it on, pulling it off, and as you can see, it has just given the nail such dainty little accents where the greenery is. So it's really, really, really pretty, and again, just makes it so eye-catching. So there we go, we can just go in and top coat that, give it its final cure, and that's us done. Okay, and there we go, guys. That is our 3 individual nail designs. Really simple, really easy to do. Just using transfer gels and some gel polish, sparkles and extra foils. And again, it just makes your own foils that you put on your nails just pop that little bit with some extra added detail. So I hope this helps any of you beginners out there who are new to foils, kind of just how to sort of jazz them up a little bit and make them a little bit more personalized. So but anyways, thanks so much indeed for watching, guys. Don't forget to hit that like button, leave me a little comment down below, subscribe if you haven't done so already, and I will see you all again next week. Have a good one. Bye.